Okay, part two of bishop endings. This one is about having the good bishop versus the bad bishop. If you can see this position, all of the black pawns are on the same color bishop, which restricts him, and 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 the bishop now looks like a defensive piece, and he can never attack our pawns here because they are on a different color. Um, Unfortunately for us now, it's white to move. If it was black to move, this piece is currently uh, defending those two weaknesses which I am attacking, and and in this case he's forced to either move the king or move the bishop from defending one of those two. Uh, but unfortunately for us, it's our turn. So the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna look for for a way to force him to somewhere with two squares. For example, let's say I want to attack this square first, and I want the bishop to stay on those two squares to defend him, and then I switch to attacking those two by so I wait for him to go to this square, and then I jump and I give him the turn, which will allow me to put him into a zugzwang. Either he will leave the king, and my king can infiltrate either right or left, or he will have to drop one of the pawns, and which will allow me to win the game. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do that. So first we're gonna play bishop e2. I'm still attacking here, so he's gonna play bishop g6, and now because he's on this line, okay, just like here, I'm gonna attack this pawn. He's forced to stay on this diagonal, and now I will play bishop f1, and now he has only two squares to go to, either here or bishop yeah or bishop g8. If he plays bishop g8 directly, we attack this square. The only square he can defend it is here, and this is our objective. Once he comes here, what we do is we give him the turn. Now we're attacking two of the weaknesses, and we're gonna win the game. And another example, after bishop f1, he has another choice, bishop g6. So now bishop g6, we're gonna attack this guy, and the only way he's gonna defend it also. So now he's defending this and this. And how do we win the game? Bishop f3. It's very simple. Now it's black to move. Black can no longer defend those two pawns and still have the opposition with the king. He has to compromise somewhere. Okay, we're gonna see this position. It's a very similar position, and unfortunately for us, okay, we see that there are two weaknesses here, but the bishop currently defends them both. We are attacking them also, but it's our turn. So we're gonna use the same technique that we used in the last example. So the first one, we're gonna play bishop d1, and also uh, we want to attack this guy when the bishop is here, so that he remains on those two squares. So bishop d1. So he's gonna play bishop e8. Also bishop e2. So he has to play, and he cannot play bishop for the obvious reason, bishop f7. Now I put him in a zugzwang, and I win the game. So he's forced to come to the square. Once he does, I want to keep him here because he only has two squares. So what I do, bishop d3, bishop h7, and now bishop bishop b1, bishop g6, and now also bishop c2. So if you check 1, 2, 3, and now he's gonna force to be on bishop h7, and I'm gonna force him to go to this diagonal here. Bishop b7, he's forced to come here, and now what do? We attack this guy. How do we do that? Bishop d1, he's forced to come to this square, or else he will lose this pawn, and now I put him into zugzwang, and that's how we win this endgame.